Hey guys, and Happy New Year, which is just really strange to be saying. I cannot believe that it's now 2015. It makes me feel really old. For today's video, I want to say it's a New Year's resolution video, but technically it's not, but it is. I put my own spin on it because every year I say I'm going to set New Year's resolutions. Most years I actually set them, and then a week later I'm like, yeah, I remember I said I was going to do that this year. I decided to try something a little bit different this year, and even though they are New Year's resolutions, it's a little bit different in a way that hopefully my brain will think of it in a different way, and I will approach it in a different way, as not thinking, oh, I said I would do this for my New Year's resolution. It's more of a new year, a new start. Let's just get going in the video, shall we? So there was a few things that I decided that I would really like to try and start doing in the new year. Nothing... Who's this? I'm not speaking to you, Chuck. Are you coming to join in? Come on then. Ooh, hello. We're not speaking to you. This cat this morning jumped in my sleek makeup palette with his claws. You hang your head in shame. Hey? Yes, you did. You jumped in Mummy's sleek makeup palette, didn't you? Things that I've decided to try and do this year is... What are you doing? I stopped and had a little think about things that I wanted to try and change. Not like about my life or add new things in or anything like that. It was just... We haven't had cats in a video in ages. Hi! I find that I feel like there is not enough hours in the day to do things that I want to do. And not really things that are going to better me or anything like that, just things that there are not enough hours in the day to do, and I'm sick of it. So I've decided to make a little sort of chart, which I have actually made it. I sat and made it because I'm sad like that, but this is in hopes that I'm going to be able to follow like this chart from day to day, and I've made times every day to do something that I enjoy doing. I find that I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to do things that I want to do and do things that make me feel good. It's always stress or doing something else that needs to be done, and I decided to try and take the time every day to do a few things that I enjoy doing and a few things that are going to benefit me personally, physically, mentally. So this is what I came up with. I hope that you can see it. This is me being really sad and really... This is the way my brain works. There's something in my eye. The way that my brain works is I like lists and I like writing things down and I like drawing and art and things being in a certain way. So I made this little chart, which I'm going to hang up above my desk to make sure that I remember to do it. And this is literally, it's really simple, you know, Monday, Tuesday, it goes through the week. Then it goes down of all the things that I want to do that day. There's no times or specifics because some days I might not be able to do everything, but as long as I can do some of it. It is mainly just things that make me feel good and a couple of things that I just really need to start doing. So obviously every single day of the week up here I've got doing yoga for 20 minutes every day, whether it's in the morning, in the middle of the afternoon, right before I go to bed, whenever. I want to try and make time, 20 minutes every day, just to do some basic stretching and some basic yoga, because I've really got into doing yoga lately, but I don't make enough effort to do it every day because I'm just like, oh, why do yoga when I can watch Netflix? And I don't want to be like that. I want to be like, no, 20 minutes. What is 20 minutes? That's nothing. So every single day of the week, my plan is to do yoga. Then for these little bits, the only other one that I've got to do every single day are these little ones at the bottom, which I don't know if you can see. At the end of every day, I want to do 30 minutes meditation, because once again, I've really got into doing that lately in bed, just like 20-30 minutes relaxation, and again I just forget to do it, and I'm like, I just sit and play on my phone, and then I'm on my phone for like 2 hours in bed, and then I moan that I can't sleep. So my plan is to leave my phone, not like downstairs, I still need it upstairs, but to do whatever I need to do, catch one of my YouTube videos before I go to bed. Then for 30 minutes every single night I want to do some meditation, some relaxation, some sleep therapy things, anything that's just going to help me sleep better and relax me before bed. And then all of these little bits that are in the middle, I've decided there are things that I used to do which I just don't do anymore because I've forgotten about them, or I just don't make the time to do it, or I sit and watch Netflix and don't do it. So for these little things, there are only there's only 4 different things that I want to do, and one is to work out because I've stopped working out recently. I'm really bad in the winter. As soon as it gets cold, I'm like, I'm not exercising. I'm not doing that. It's too cold. So for 3 times a week, I've set that I'm going to do 1 hour exercise, whether it is just an hour of yoga, an hour of boxercise, an hour of something that's just an hour of some sort of physical exercise, because I go a bit crap in the winter. In the summer, I go out jogging and running, and I'm always up here in this room doing loads of fitness stuff, and then the cold comes and I'm like, no, it's too cold to be doing any of that. But I really want to make an effort to do it, so I've got that 3 times a week. Then down here, this is my little pen that I've drew, which, you know, so classy. This is me wanting to do some writing for 30 minutes 3 times a week, because as you know, if I do this, there's a lot of notebooks here going on, but I do write every now and again. I'll pick up a notebook and start writing, but this is more specific to, I have kept a diary since I was 11, and I used to write in it every single day, and I love going back and reading through them. This past year, I've hardly even picked it up. I think maybe twice I've written it, like last year was maybe twice. And I want to be able to write in it more. I want to be able to be documenting my life in different ways, and I really miss it. And I just don't think to do it. So 3 times a week, I'm going to do half an hour of writing in my diary. If it goes on to be a bit longer, it's a bit longer, but half an hour is a definite, just to do some writing. Then I've got my little treble clef business going on here, and this is because I've just bought a keyboard, and I've always wanted to learn to play it, and I've had many of keyboards and I'm like, oh, and then that's it, and then I don't touch it again. So again, for 3 times a week, I've put down 30 minutes of playing the keyboard, learning new things on it, 30 minutes 3 times a week to make myself do it, because if I see it on here, how my brain works, if I see it on here, it's like I have to do it, it's like a rota. And this last one that I've got is my little book, because I used to read all the time. Like, if you ever see me, I would have a book. Not Netflix or Amazon Prime or any of that, it would be a book. And I've just stopped reading again. Last year I just didn't read pretty much any books all year. I started reading again in December. If you watched my Vlogmas, I was updating you on there of how many books I was reading, and I really loved it, and I remembered why I used to like reading so much. So again, 3 times a week, 30 minutes to read a book. Doesn't matter what book, doesn't matter how much of it I read, as long as for 30 minutes at least I am reading a book. Now this is hurting my hand, so I'm going to put it down. That is pretty much it for my New Year's resolution. What can I do that's going to make me feel better? It's going to help me relax more, because I'm kind of high maintenance and a bit of a stress ball. So these are the things that make me feel better about myself. They're not for anybody else, they're just for me. I enjoy doing all of these things. Work out for an hour, I might not enjoy too much, but if your brain works like me, my brain just might be like off in its own little world. But this sort of thing works really good for my brain, because I do see it as a thing that has to be done. Now, if it's a list, then it's great, because I always like make lists and then sub lists, and I have like them in order of things that need to be done, because I've picked things that I love doing and I've just not done in such a long time. I'm actually quite excited to start this little journey, resolution thing to just a happier, healthier life. And everything that I've picked, things like my 20 minutes yoga, it's not hard to find 20 minutes in a day to do. And then obviously on a Monday I've got an hour workout and 30 minutes writing. That's an hour and a half in an entire day. 30 minutes meditation will be in bed anyway, so an hour and a half in an entire day. I'm pretty sure I can find an hour and a half in a day to be able to do these things. And then the other days, so like piano and reading, that's an hour. Together that's an hour. I can find an hour in a day to do something. That's not a big deal. That is pretty much it. My foot is going numb because of this fat cat that's sitting on my knee. So I am going to go, and I hope that you liked this video and that you found it even a little bit sort of, I don't want to say inspirational, because that sounds like really, ow, That sounds really weird, but helpful maybe. Hope you found it helpful, and you know, if your brain doesn't work this way, that's fine. If you want to set New Year's resolutions and you're good at them, well done to you, because I suck. And yeah, I hope that you like this video. Make sure that you thumbs up and that you subscribe, and I will see you next time.